Hey everyone, welcome back to IdeaPlex, where we explore the ideas shaping the future of creativity. Today, we're diving into a tool that feels straight out of science fiction, an AI engine that promises to turn imagination directly into motion pictures. But the real question is LTX-2 truly the next big leap after Runway, Pika, and Sora? Let's find out. To understand why this matters, it helps to know who's behind it. LTX-2 was built by Lightricks, the same company that made Facetune, Video Leap, and Motion Leap apps that helped millions of people create content on their phones long before AI video was cool. So these aren't just machine learning researchers. They're people who understand the psychology of creation, the friction between inspiration and execution. With LTX-2, Lightricks is trying to bridge that gap for video, giving creators the same instant feedback loop that tools like Midjourney or ChatGPT give for ideas and images. But all of these tools have a common problem: control. You give them a description, they give you a clip, but you don't really direct the scene. You can't choose your camera angles or decide how a character moves. And half the time, the AI just invents weird physics, double limbs, or faces that melt mid-frame. That's where LTX-2 steps in, not just as a model, but as what its creators call a complete creative engine. It doesn't just generate video, it helps you produce one. So how does it actually work? Under the hood, LTX-2 runs on a system called LTX-Video. Think of it as a compressed universe of motion and light, a huge model trained on countless clips, learning how real-world objects move, reflect, and interact over time. Instead of rendering each frame pixel by pixel, LTX-2 works in something called a latent space, an abstract mathematical zone where complex motion is represented in compressed form. That's how it generates video so fast. On a high-end GPU, it can produce a 5-second clip at 24 frames per second in just about 2 seconds. That's an order of magnitude faster than most AI video models today. The system also offers 3 modes: Fast, Pro, and Ultra. Fast mode gives you a rough version for brainstorming, ideal when you're just trying to see if your idea works visually. Pro mode balances speed and detail, and Ultra mode, that's where the real cinematic magic happens. In Ultra, you get detailed lighting, better human motion, realistic camera depth, and fewer of those uncanny distortions that plague other models. Right now, each generated shot can run up to 10 seconds long, but Lightricks says 15-second clips are on the way. It doesn't sound like much, but for storytellers who work in sequences like trailers, ads, or short films, that's already powerful. But what really makes LTX-2 different isn't just the model, it's the ecosystem around it. Lightricks didn't stop at making an AI video generator. They built an entire platform called LTX Studio, designed for end-to-end filmmaking. Inside LTX Studio, you can write your script, break it down into scenes, generate AI storyboards, and then turn those into full video shots. You can adjust camera movements, pick character styles, control lighting, and even add synchronized dialogue or ambient sound. In other words, it's not just text to video, it's script to movie. LTX Studio creates the shot exactly as described. You can then tweak the camera, regenerate the actor, or change the mood. It's like having a virtual cinematographer who listens, understands, and instantly delivers. For indie creators and marketers, that's a game changer. Of course, every new technology comes with trade-offs. The open source version of LTX Video is heavy. It needs at least 24 gigabytes of VRAM to run comfortably, which means you'll want a serious GPU if you're planning to experiment locally. And while the output looks great, it's still not flawless. Human motion can feel slightly floaty, and facial consistency between frames sometimes slips. It's far from the photorealism of Sora, but here's the difference. You can actually use it right now. Sora is still locked behind closed doors. LTX-2 is available, open, and already evolving. Now, let's zoom out for a second. AI video isn't about replacing filmmakers. It's about amplifying them. The real magic happens when human creativity meets machine speed. With tools like LTX-2, you can test 10 ideas in the time it used to take to storyboard one. You can experiment with tones, compositions, and narratives without spending a single dollar on production. It won't replace the craft of storytelling, but it will remove the barriers between imagination and reality. The ones who adapt to that, they'll define the next generation of digital cinema. So, is it perfect? No, it still has limitations. But for the first time, we have an AI video engine that feels like a true creative partner. Fast, accessible, and cinematic. It's not just another AI gimmick. It's a glimpse at what content creation will look like in the next decade. If you're a creator, a marketer, or just someone who loves storytelling, this technology is your new playground. Experiment, explore, and push it to its limits. Because right now, we are standing at the edge of something big. LTX-2 might not be Sora, but it's here. And for indie creators, that might be even more powerful. So, what do you think? Are we ready to let AI co-direct our next stories? Or is this just the first step toward a new kind of creative collaboration? Either way, the future of video is being written right now, and it's being written in code. Thanks for watching. If you found this deep dive interesting, hit that like button. It helps IdeaPlex reach more curious minds like you. And if you want to see me actually test LTX-2 and compare it side by side with Runway and Pika, make sure to subscribe because that breakdown is coming soon. Until then, this is IdeaPlex, where ideas meet imagination.